Okay, welcome back, dear friends. Today I'd like to continue our series of Vulnhub, the virtual machine with the Doubletrouble 1. I will put the link into the description section below so that you can download the image of this virtual machine. Before we begin today's video, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate your help and support. So now let's get started. To save time, I have already imported the virtual machine into the virtual box. So now I'd like to enter into the Kali Linux, which is our attacking platform. As you can see over here, I have already identified the IP address of the virtual machine as 254. And I also did the nmap scanning. I did the nmap, the scene scan, the version scan, and the default script scan, and did the comprehensive scan by specifying the option of -p-. From the nmap scanning results, as you can see, the two open ports. The first one is 22, which runs SSH service. Also, the version information. Of course, as we know, this version doesn't have any vulnerability we can exploit. And then next one is 80, which runs HTTP service. Of course, now what we are going to do next is to do some emulation for the 80 port. Now let's open up our browser, Firefox. And maybe we can use the private window mode and visit the IP address of the virtual machine. So I think we are prompted as the login, use of login window, and also we have already know the version of the CMS, which is QDPM, and also the actual version number. And of course, we can check to see whether this CMS has vulnerability. Yeah, it does have, but as you can see, this version of CMS QDPM has a remote code execution vulnerability. But remember, as you can see, this one is require authenticated before we can to utilize this vulnerability. So the first thing what we're going to do is to get the credentials for this portal or login. So I think now we can make some very basic emulation for the HTTP service. We can check whether this site has robots file. Yeah, but nothing special. Although it does exist on the site, but it doesn't give us any useful information. It's okay. And now we can use Ligato to make some furthermore emulation. Yeah, immediately we got one very interesting secret directory, which is secret, and we can to visit this directory secret, and there is an image we can download into our Kali Linux. I need to Doubletrouble create. Okay, and save. Now we go back to our terminal. We need to go to navigate to our working directory, which is double. Yeah, and now we need to see whether this image has hidden information, and we can use the stack hide utility to extract information, but it's passphrase protected. It's okay. We can use another stack seek to crack the password and extract the content of this image. yeah, immediately we have already extract the image into the another file. We can cut this file. Yeah, now we get the username or email and paste in here, and also the password. Hit enter, login. Yeah, we successfully log in as this user or administrator. Now I think if you remember, we have already identified or know that this CMS QDPM has remote code execution vulnerability, and we can try this one. For example, like this one, we can make a copy, and we can use the option M to copy into our working directory, and we can maybe we can rename this file to exploit py, and we can take a look at this Python script. Okay, of course you can go through this code, Python code, and now we need to know how to run this code. Yeah, we need to pass some parameters like URL, like email, and also the password. Okay, and now let's write, not write, just quit, and we can Python exploit a URL, which is, and then we need to specify the username. I think we need to make a copy. Oh, sorry, not to send a mail. We just copy the selection and paste in here. And also we need to specify the password. Now, yeah, the backdoor has already been successfully uploaded onto this path. So we can make a copy and go back to our browser. Yeah, we successfully execute the command of who am I. Also, we can check whether the netcat has installed on the target. We can check the which NC. Yeah, it does have. And now, naturally, what we're going to do is to get the reverse shell from this virtual machine, and but we need to set up the listener first. And now we go back to our browser, and now we can use the nc bash. Specify the port number. It's not working. It's a bit weird. Oh, sorry. Our Kali Linux is not 254. It's 253. Sorry about that. Now it looks like it's working. Now, as you can see, we successfully got the collection from the virtual machine, and we can check the ID, and also we can make this interactive. Pty spawn, and we go to the home directory to make very basic immersion, but there's no user, I mean the normal user, except the root. So I think now we need to elevate our privilege. The first thing what we can do is to run sudo command with L option to see whether this user can, or www can run the command with sudo privilege. We can run the sudo, and as you can see, we can run the command without input or specifying the password of root. Run this command to awk. But how to do it? we can go to our browser and use the search engine, because I didn't remember the exact domain name of this website, but which is very wonderful when we do the local privilege escalation, AWK. Oh, sorry, AWK, and we can go to the sudo section and we can make a copy of this part, and we go back to our terminal and we can sudo and paste in here. Hopefully we can get the root. Yeah, we have already root user, and go to the root directory. But of course, for this virtual machine, we do not need to get any flag like user flag and root flag. But anyway, we have already successfully logged in or switched our shell to the root user. Okay, so that's all I'd like to demonstrate in this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.